Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasa Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaur Hari Bol Jai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaur Hari Bol Jai Vishnupada Paramahansa Hari Vajracharya Krishna
Divine grace is coming from the Saturday that we Bhakti Dhira Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Om Shri Paramaham Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Bhakti Prabhupada. Ananda Guru Vaishnava Jai. Ramacharya Srila Haridasa Jai. Prem to Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakti Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopina Shankara Giridhara Jai. Vrindavan Ram Jai. Mathura Ram Jai. Navadvip Mayapur Ram Jai. Jagannath Puri Ram Jai. Yamuna Maiti Jai. Ganges Maiti Jai. Tulasi Devi Jai. Bhakti Devi Jai. Sanadeva Bhakti Jai. 𝐃𝐴𝐬𝐲𝐿. All glorious assembled. All glorious assembled. All glorious assembled. All glory to Shri Guru Shri Gauranga Jai.
Shadakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manavishta Savitam Yena Bhutale Swaram Rupa Kadamanya Dadanti Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapala Kamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitantam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanutsute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai.
What are we going to discuss?
Sorry?
What are we discussing?
Something that increases the enthusiasm of the devotees to practice.
Result. ready
for anywhere. Without any great from ready for anywhere.
Hare Krishna. In everything that we do, requires enthusiasm. And one is enthusiastic if there is success in what you're doing. Success means enthusiasm. For example, you are passing your exams in school. You like to go to school every day. And if you are making gain in a business, you will go every day. Very happily. The success can bring enthusiasm in what we do. So what maintains the enthusiasm or make us successful in what we do? We require a lot of effort. Effort is required. And one will be very eager to do something, especially if we know the goal. If you know the goal, I'm going to be like the chairman of this company if I stay here for 5 years. We would tolerate everything that will go on that time. Because the goal is I'll be chairman after 5 years. I'm going to be promoted in a company that I work. We put a lot of effort into it. If we know the goal. If we don't know the goal, effort will be very, very difficult. Effort. To make effort very difficult. What am I going to get? If I sacrifice so much, what will I gain? So in this world, everybody does something with some expectations. So we are expecting something. So if every one of us here in Christian consciousness knows what is really Godhead, we become pure devotee tomorrow. We talk about Godhead, we talk about it. Everybody knows the goal of Christian consciousness, goal of our Godhead, you go back and back to Godhead. Even a small baby knows, yeah, in Christian, everybody knows that theoretically. But 99% of us does not know that the goal of Christian consciousness is pure love for Godhead, to go back to Godhead. 99% of us don't know. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he lamented our situation in the second sister second. He used the word Daiva. Daiva means misfortune. misfortune. Srila Bhakti Dhira Damodara explained what is misfortune. Our misfortune, it is grouped into four and many branches within the four. The first thing which I will discuss here is Tattva Brahma. Because when I said every devotee knows, love of Godhead, back from back to God is the goal. Everybody knows that. I said 99% of what doesn't know. Reality. Theoretically, we know that. My authority is 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐤𝐭𝐢 Sister Second Prayer. Do die young. And Bhakti Dhira Damodara explained. Tattva Brahma is the first thing, and of the four. Tattva Brahma. Yeah, he said, therefore, Tattva Brahma, Asat Trishna, Kutinati, and Dhira Damodara. Therefore. So we're looking at Tattva Brahma. As what are the four misfortunes? What does it mean? Tattva, we know, is Krishna, the Supreme Absolute Personality of Godhead. Tattva, Brahma. Brahma means you don't know. We don't know what is Tattva. We don't know who we ourselves are. Is it true that we don't know who we are? Is it true that we don't know who we are? I want to be sure who we are. Do we know that we don't know who we are?
No.
We don't know. Thank you. We don't know. We don't know. If we know, we will become pure devotee tomorrow. Tomorrow. If all of us knows who we are, in reality, we will become pure devotee tomorrow. So, Sitama people say Tattva Brahma. We don't know who we are, and we don't know who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is our misfortune. Even though there's so many scriptures about Brahma. The Tattva, Param Brahma is not known. Param Brahma is very far, very, very far. Many people can speculate about Brahma. What about Param Brahma? Param Brahma is very far, very, very far. Even among those who have knowledge, Param Brahma is difficult, very far. So who speculates? The Karamis, the Bhaktas, the Jnanis. Who speculates? Jnanis. They are the ones who are speculating. Not Bhaktas, not Karamis, but Jnanis. Isn't that amazing? Huh? Isn't it amazing that the Jnanis who are speculators, not Karmis, not Bhaktas? Why is it amazing? Because they are the ones who are cultivating knowledge. So they're supposed to know, but they do not know anything about Param Brahma. See, that's amazing. They are the ones who are speculating. So Lord Krishna told Narada Muni, my dear Narada, if you go to Vaikuntha, you will see them. If you go to the heart of the yogis who have been searching for me for millions of years, you will see me also. Whatever Jnanis, the Karmis, I don't exist for all. I exist only with Bhaktas, who constantly Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. But the Bhaktas know Krishna. They are not described as speculators. They are not. So, Tattva Brahma, we don't know who we are. We don't know who is Supreme Personality of Godhead. We don't know Him. Then we don't know what is the relationship with Him. What relationship do we have with the Supreme Lord? What is the relationship with Him? When people go to God, what are we going to do with God? Give me. Is it not? So we go to God to do what? Give me. People are going to God for that. Give me. As if He's not giving us. He has not been giving us.
Yes.
Krishna has not been giving us.
Yes.
So we still go to Him to ask. We travel from here to Vrindavan to go and ask Him,
Give me.
give me. He's not giving us where we are.
Yes.
So going to meet Him in Vrindavan to ask Him, give me, means what?
Ignorance.
Ignorance. We don't know who He is. We don't know our relationship with Him. We don't know who we are. Therefore, our enthusiasm is very low. Very low. We will be enthusiastic. Asat Trishna. Asat Trishna, the second thing. Asat Trishna. We have taste for mundane things, material things. And they are also in four. Asat Trishna. Desire for mystic power. Desire to go to heaven. Desire to be Krishna, which is not possible. Desire for liberation. Asat Trishna. This is our situation in the material world. So our enthusiasm is not strong. Not very strong. Therefore, we need to be enthusiastic in what we do, which is very, very important in our Krishna consciousness. Very, very important. We need to learn what is actually the goal. Who is the Supreme Personality of God? What is our relationship with Him? Who we are. Why is it necessary to know these things? And this is possible if we have association of pure devotees. Look at the life of pure devotees. They don't waste time. Why? They're very enthusiastic. His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara said, my friend, I don't have time. I don't have time to listen to you because I am in a terrific hurry to get pure love for Godhead. I heard that the pure love of Godhead is available. I don't have time to wait for anything. I'm in a hurry. You cannot waste my time, and I cannot waste your time. I'm in a hurry. If you are not ready with me, don't come. Don't come if you are not ready for that. Because I'm not listening to you for anything. I'm in a hurry. So those who are enthusiastic, they don't waste time for anything in this world. They don't waste their time. They don't waste their time taking care of the body, which will never be taken care of. Did you hear that? Huh? Can we take care of this body? Can we take care of this body? Are we taking care of this body? Huh? Can you take care of this body? Who can take care? Can take care?
Material nature.
Material nature. Material nature. We cannot take care of this body. We cannot. Because it cannot be taken care of. It is meant to deteriorate. To deteriorate. Whatever you do, it will go. It will go the wrong way. The mistake. So people are wasting their time for what does not exist permanently. Why? Tatra Brahma. It's Tatra Brahma. So we have to associate with those who are very enthusiastic in their Christian consciousness. Because as a dangerous disease are contagious, pure love for God is also contagious. Enthusiasm is contagious. Those who are very enthusiastic, if you associate with them, they will stimulate our own enthusiasm, which is lying there, dormant. They will stimulate it. So enthusiasm is not something you can purchase in the market. It's something you can get by associating with sadhus. Who knows who is the supreme personality of God? And because he knows that, they're very enthusiastic. They're very, very enthusiastic. They cannot waste their time, and they cannot waste their time for anything which has no meaning. You cannot waste their time. They're very busy. Madhavendra Puri Goswami, he travels alone. He doesn't want any associate. Why? He does not want anyone to tell him something which has nothing to do with Krishna. Zero. He will not hear. And for that, he's alone. Someone to come and tell him that when we're not thinking about Krishna. Why are you going to take your juice? Want the juice now, before the lecture, after lecture? What are you going to eat now? What are you going to eat later? You need the water, the coconut juice. This is what we think. But the village doesn't want all this. He doesn't want all these things. He doesn't want to hear these things. So he travels alone. So he is merged into Krishna consciousness. Yes. So you see them, they smile without a cause. Why? Because of precious memory killing their soul. That's enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is killing their soul. They're very enthusiastic in their Christian consciousness. Therefore, nothing exists except their Christian consciousness. If you associate with them, they will contaminate you. Will contaminate you. But they are spiritual power. The energy. Therefore, the scripture recommends go to sadhu. Go to sadhu. Sadhu? Sadhu? Sanga. Yes, thank you. Okay. So we connected. Sadhu Sanga. Associate with sadhus. Why? They will build our enthusiasm. They will destroy our misfortune. They will tell us something we need to hear, not something we want to hear. They will never tell you something you want to hear. They will tell you what you need to hear. And they don't feel guilty about that. Give it to you because that's what you need. A good doctor cannot treat a disease and leave some. A good doctor will remove it completely. It's how I do business. They will build our Krishna consciousness. They will build our enthusiasm because they're going to show us what is the light. What is light? They will reveal the supreme passage of life by their existence, by their teachings, by their own life. So enthusiasm is maintained if you know the goal of Krishna consciousness. Without that, we cannot be enthusiastic. We can hear so many things but not practice. It's happening with Hare Krishna devotees. Very experienced in presenting philosophies, no practice. No practice. Philosophically very strong, they can speak, many realizations, but little thing they are displaced. Why? It is not deep-rooted. So, enthusiasm is necessary. So, Rupa Goswami discussed it in the instruction. Enthusiasm. One of the qualities we need to become Krishna conscious. Enthusiasm. So enthusiastic. So enthusiastic in their Krishna consciousness that nothing has meaning. Nothing has meaning. There's nothing meaningful. Uddhava is hearing Krishna. He's engaging, absorbed in Krishna Katha. And his mother is calling him to come and eat. Uddhava doesn't know what his mother was talking. Many Hare Krishna devotees, they go to Srimad Bhagavatam with prasadam plate in their bag. I'm seeing everybody, I see. Uddhava is being invited for prasadam, but he doesn't know what his mother was talking. He was absorbed in Krishna, he is Krishna, I was playing with Krishna, hearing Krishna. He didn't know what his mother was talking. What is prasadam? What is prasadam? Am I taking prasadam? That is enthusiasm. It's enthusiastic to hear about Krishna, to serve Krishna, to speak about Krishna. So, if we want to be enthusiastic, then we should hear about it. We should hear about their life and associate with them. Then our enthusiasm also become very meaningful, become advanced. But we take our Krishna consciousness very, very seriously, very, very seriously, as a prime necessity. We want to have association of pure devotees, want to chant the holy name, want to serve the Lord, want to serve the devotees. We are very, very conscious about our existence in Krishna consciousness, our Krishna conscious practice. We are very conscious of our sadhana, and we are developing attachment of that. That we need association with pure devotees. So, properly establish the society to give us opportunity to associate with devotees so we can improve our enthusiasm in Krishna consciousness. With that enthusiasm, we're very, very determined, to undergo all the disciplines required to attain the love of God. Enthusiastically. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Comments? Questions?
Hare Krishna. So, I was reminded of narration in Bhagavatam Canto 7, where Prahlad Maharaj meets one sadhu, and this sadhu is telling him that when I get a lot to eat, I eat a lot. When I get nothing to eat, I don't eat. When I get palace, I sleep in palace. When I get tree, I sleep under a tree. So, like you say, he doesn't care about it. He doesn't consider it. But when it comes, he accepts. So, and I see in myself tendency to cheat myself, that I will think that I go with flow, and whatever comes, I accept. So, and then a lot of prasadam comes, I accept, but then I cannot function very nicely in the practice. So, what is the right understanding or wrong understanding about, like, one thing is to reject something, but there's other thing of just going with flow in a natural way or in a good way, but there's also a way of going with a bad flow. So maybe you can help me to rectify myself and my mind.
Yes. It is wonderful. It is wonderful to follow the natural path of bhakti. Either because by following this, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that. But it's okay. In the beginning, it's okay. Krishna consciousness is like fire. Whatever he put into fire, fire will not consider. It will turn it to ashes. That is fire. Similarly, Krishna consciousness is so powerful. Whatever desires we have, it block into the current of Krishna consciousness. Krishna will turn everything into auspiciousness. Lochita Mahaprabhu 𝐗𝐡𝐚𝐤𝐭𝐢 Sutta Goswami told us in Srimad Bhagavatam, Akama sarva kamova moksha karma udharati tivrana bhakti yogena vayetam purusham param. Akama, I say devotee. No desire. He is, he or she is. He aligned himself or herself with process of bhakti. Not for any reason. It's alignment. Sarvakarma. Or a non-devotee who has so many desires to be fulfilled by Krishna. Moksha karma. Those who are even looking for liberation. If one is intelligent, Dharadi, we shouldn't approach demigod, but approach Krishna. Why did he say that? 𝐁𝐡𝐚𝐤𝐭𝐢, Krishna said, see, this person is a fool, but I am not a fool. He is asking me for something which is useless, but I will not waste my time to do that. Let me take my time and purify him and give him something which is permanent. After getting this, he will not look for anything else. Krishna consciousness. That is the difference between Krishna and demigod. So yes, I should follow the path of Krishna. In the beginning, it is like that. It is like, only pure devotees who have no reason why they should do anything. They are completely free. They are following it for the essence of Krishna consciousness. But we, at the beginning, we have some reasons. We have some reason for following. But with time, Krishna will remove all those unnecessary things, and he give us the real thing, the pure love for God. That he did. Dhira Maharaj, Kadamamuni, he did. He did. They did not approach Krishna for going back on part of it. They approached him for interest. Oh, Krishna is the one who fulfilled desire. Okay, let me go and meet him. This is what we said in the beginning. How do we go to Krishna? Give me. Give me. That's why we go to Krishna. Everybody go to Krishna. Give me. I'm offer patience to you. You can name it what we ask Krishna. Everybody know we ask Krishna. So, even it's not a surprise. Even Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu associate who are powerful devotees. One Lord Chaitanya will say, tomorrow I want all of you to come to me with the list of the things you need. Long list. So we are not the first people now. So, neither are we the last people. We are not. We are just the middle. So it's okay. But Krishna considers us to be fortunate because we are approaching. Instead of going to somebody else, we are approaching. For that, Krishna would appreciate and free us completely. The problem is that we don't want to wait for Krishna. That's the problem. Otherwise, if we wait for Krishna, 𝐤𝐢𝐳, whatever is the situation, Krishna will tell everything into perfection. Perfection. Therefore, Sanatana Goswami purposely said, whatever is our situation, go to Krishna. Don't go anywhere, go to Krishna. Because we are going to get more than what we bargain. That is Krishna consciousness. We always get more. We put in little, you get the highest. Yeah, so yes, let me flow with it so that as sometimes it's dry, sometimes it will be plenty. So because of that, it brings some enthusiasm. Yes, it brings some enthusiasm. That I'm going to get something, enthusiastic, let me flow with it. Waiting for that one. I can tolerate this one, waiting for the other one. It's okay. That enthusiasm there will help us to get what we are not even expecting. Get it. Krishna will give us. Therefore, Krishna consciousness is all auspicious. It's all auspicious because it will give us something beyond our input. Always. Okay. So please continue. So we're going to get feast after this feast is working. Therefore, one can enter traffic. Don't worry about traffic, because the end of it will be personal. Yeah, so traffic will be nothing. That's enthusiasm. Yes.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisance.
Thank you.
Maharaj, you said that 99% of us theoretically knows who we are, but we do not have a realization of who we are. And if we have that realization, we will become good devotee or a pure devotee tomorrow. Can you please help us assisting to realize who we are?
That is how we are speaking. That is how we are speaking. It is not just say what the scriptures say, what the Acharya say. It is a reality that we are eternal parts and parcel of Krishna. That is our nature. And our material experience is unnecessary. 100% unnecessary. We have something better than what we are experiencing. That it cannot be compared to what we are hoping to get in this material. Even if one has a position of Lord Brahma, the highest position, Brahma is a really exalted personality. Father Lord Krishna said, there are his expansions. Of course, for material transactions, there is expansion. Krishna was telling Indra, if I'm not here, worship Shiva, not for Brahma. They represent the same thing. They are so exalted, Krishna is referring to them. But how peaceful is Lord Brahma? How peaceful is Lord Brahma? It's miserable. So even if one is any position anyone will have in this world which is equal to that of Brahma? No. No. So it's not a problem, it's not a heavy disease that all of us are struggling in this material world. Not even to that level. Whatever position we have, even to India's position, or our politicians to be a prime minister or president of a country, people are killing their spiritual life for this. Right? Why is this? Foolishness. It's ignorance. So even if one get to the position of Brahma, miserable. So what else is there in this world that what the struggle we are giving to this material? It's unnecessary. 100% unnecessary. But who hears this? Who hears this? Who is hearing this? That tomorrow we are not going to behave foolishly again? Huh? That today our foolishness ends and tomorrow we are not going to behave foolishly? We are not going to struggle, centering around the body again? Among the devotees who are on the path, that we are going to stop this nonsense? Huh? Who hears? After this, we will still continue with our nonsense. Is that a problem? That's a problem. But this is the truth. The truth is that there's nothing for any intelligent person to break his head for here in this material. Nothing. Zero. But we are putting our head there. Both small and big. The same thing. Foolishness. So it is true that 99% of us does not really know or believe or fully accept that yes, we are eternal servants of Krishna and our duty is to serve him to perfection and to give up this nonsense, useless struggle we are undergoing. Sankaracharya offered his prayer to Jagannath in the last one. We can destroy this version of material existence which I'm undergoing, useless material existence I'm undergoing. Useless, that's what he used. Useless material existence we're undergoing. Destroy it. Who would think like that? We chant Jagannath Sakam. Yes? But who followed it? Who remembers it? We recited it many times, right? But who is following? That is a prayer. It's usually material existence that are going, which has no show. Destroy it. Someone pray like that for us to pray, but who think about it? Who feel like that? That this is what I should do. I should not just say this, but I should feel like this as an offering to Lord Jagannath to free me from material existence. So it is not true that 99% of us who are on the process, we're not talking about those who are not in the process, we're talking about those of us in the process does not know who we are. Sri Mahaprabhu, we're not talking about, we're talking about us who are taken to this process. Misfortune. Why we are not hearing? And why we are not hearing? Because the noise of sense gratification is too high in our consciousness. It's true. Thank you. Thank you. It is like that. If I'm speaking very loud, you will hear something under the sound? No, you will hear what is on top. So the noise of sense gratification is too high, it's too very, very high. So Super Soul is talking to us, we don't hear. We don't hear. He is the most closest person to us. And he's the least person we hear from. The least person we hear is the closest person to us, the Super Soul. What is the distance between us and Super Soul? What is the distance?
No distance.
No distance. But it's the least person we hear. The most closest person to us. Is it not a misfortune? Huh? The closest person to us is the person we're supposed to hear, more than those who are far from us. The well-wisher of all of us is the Super Soul. This is the only true friend. Yes. And it's the person we don't hear. You know the misfortune?
Yes.
So a problem. So the Prabhupada is very kind that he's constantly reminding us about this. This is the mercy. This is what he said. He constantly reminding us about this. This is the mercy that they are not giving up on us. They are still, they're still pushing on until the day we will hear. That day, our life will change. That very day will change.
We Vaishnavas, we consider the qualities of a devotee, like the greatest quality of a devotee is to be compassionate. But while dealing with devotees, sometimes we have this certain situation whereby we have to deal with devotees who are going through some suffering and we're trying to help them. But they're not saying that we're trying to help them. They think we're trying to make their situation more worse. And in this situation, I'm wondering if there's a limit of us dealing with this devotee or to avoid us committing Vaishnava aparad.
Yes. Who crucified Jesus? Who crucified Jesus? Of course, many of you are not Christians, so my question will be strange for you. Or who poisoned Muhammad? Who poisoned Muhammad? The disciples. The disciples. Who betrayed Jesus? Who sold Jesus? The disciples. The disciples. Who wanted to kill Haridas Thakur? Haridas wanted to kill him. The Muslims. He's a Muslim, not Christians, not Hindus. He's a Muslim. he's a Muslim. He's a Muslim who wanted to kill him. You understand? Who will hurt us the most? The person who is most close, the closest person. So the people we want to help, they are the ones who will disturb us. Therefore, if you don't want to suffer, you cannot help somebody. Only if you want to suffer, can you help somebody. Yesterday, the devotee was asking me, why pure devotees always have problems? Why? From history till today, pure devotees, not conditions for pure devotees. Why they have serious problems? The problem is come from where? From the people whom they are trying to help. Who killed Mahatma Gandhi? Who killed Mahatma Gandhi? Who killed Mahatma Gandhi? The Indians. Not the British people, but the Indians. Let's decide this question. This is a material. Material is like that. If you want to help somebody, you should be ready to suffer. If you're not ready for suffering,
Don't help.
cannot help somebody. So yes, is there a limit to what we can do? So Papa said, what can be done? What can be done when he said this, when you have tried here, the person is not accepting. Papa said, so what can be done? Means I have tried my best and it's not working. Let me answer. Look for somebody else who is ready for the mercy than to break our head with somebody who we throw away nectar. We want poison. So if you have tried our best and it's not working, give it up. Otherwise, as you said, it become apparent. So, according to Vaishnava etiquette, we don't give instructions to someone who is not a disciple. Because if the person is not taking and not taking, if you continue, it becomes an offense. So if the person is not taking, Haribo, Itai Gora.
Haribo.
Hare Krishna.
Nice.
Maharaj, what is the limit to what can be done? Where do we put a line? What can be done?
When you have tried, you are trying not once, not twice, not 10, not 20, you are trying different ways, it is not entering. What can be done? What can be done? You are trying.
I have two questions.
Understand?
Yes,
We should try. But if it is not working, if you give someone instruction, do this, the person is not doing, you better stop. If you don't stop, it become an offense. It will become an offense if the person is not following. The one is trying, not just weakness, that one has weakness, that's a different thing. But this one is dealing with the person is not taking. You're trying this, you're trying that, you give advice, you give suggestions, you give practical reasoning, but it's not entering. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Gurudev, at one point you said that we are coming to this Krishna consciousness and we are given little and we receive a lot.
Yes.
That not break the principle of gambling?
That is spiritual gambling. Because it's coming from the supreme gambler. It's not coming from us, it's coming from the supreme gambler. The gambler of the cheat. So that's okay. It is not, it's not coming from us. It's the Supreme Lord is doing that. Look at our activities. Which one, if you want to look at how sinful, how degraded we are, if Krishna want to look at that, I think I will not be a devotee. I'm not saying this is, I say, humility of devotees. That is not the humility of devotees. That is not. It's the real truth. I will not. If Krishna want to look at me. So, he's a supreme gambler. So he's doing that. That is costless myself. Devotees have difficulty understanding what is costlessness of Krishna. Yes. Yes. Because why are they asking that? Why are they having difficulty? Because they look at it. They are suffering and they are suffering. But it seems like nothing is happening. So why is the mercy of Krishna here? I said, if you. But the mercy of Krishna is that he's not giving up on us. Yes. So, if Krishna forgets to show us mercy, no one will be in it. It is mercy that we can take to Krishna consciousness. And look at Master. Look at the nonsense things we do as devotees. Look at it carefully, if you have listened here. Look, as a devotee, not as a non-devotee, as a devotee, look at the nonsense things we do. I'll just mention one thing. As devotees, how do we think about each other? Look at it carefully. How do we think about each other? Favorably, wonderful, sweet. Oh, look at you. Look at you. It is there in the mind. Do you know how terrible that is? That alone, do you know how terrible it is? To not feel happy upon seeing a devotee. That is parama aparad. It is not aparad, it is parama aparad. So, how do you think Krishna is looking at us? All of us. How do you think Krishna is looking at all of us? Krishna is looking at all of us. How is he looking at all of us? Looking at our nonsense. Varieties of nonsense things which we do.
Like a small child, he's not maturing.
Yes.
Before those children. Rascal babies.
I remember once Guru Govinda Maharaj was saying, like, you're putting all, like a baby on a mother, all your stool and urine on me. Still, the mother loves the child, somehow or other.
She don't mess. You know messy? You can throw the baby away. Many people are doing that.
Yes.
Don't disturb me. Motherless baby are increasing all over the world. It's increasing. You know? Motherless home, motherless baby, motherless home. It's increasing all over. Motherless baby. How can you say motherless? Somebody gave birth to the baby. You will say motherless. Because the so-called woman throw the baby away. There is disturbance from it. They do that because they're not going to meet another man again. Is it because of that?
No.
They're doing that for
Going.
yes, for more men to come in. Not disturb me.
If not going through the process of abortion before.
Yeah, if they tolerate to that point. Yes.
So Gurudev, the second question is, you were mentioning that we are unfortunate, and you start explaining that there were 4 principles. So you mentioned 2.
I mentioned the 4. Tatra Vibhama,
Yes.
Asat, Trishna,
Yes.
Hirdaya Dorbalia,
Mm.
Naparat.
Yeah.
Naparat.
You exposed the first 2. That's why.
I did the first one and little about the second one. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Srila
Krishna.
Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. His
Thank
Holiness
you.
Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami Maharaj ki.